sometimes solitary alcohol slump.
Ingenious Basterds!
Wow. If you want to describe the state of America.
Yeah.
It's very true. Hello,
Very,
welcome.
very alliterative, considering we all just randomly sent Corey a one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All screwed up with alcohol.
I'm
Hey,
a
welcome.
helper.
All schmalcohol.
Welcome to the Ingenious Basterds podcast zone. This is Corey.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
We got Scott.
I'm up here on mine. I don't know where I am
Are
on
you?
your alls.
Well, I'm the one recording, so you're down here.
Oh, fair enough.
I
Yeah.
think Oh.
Yeah, to me, he's like down there.
Well, guys, how the fuck are you?
We're swell.
It's been a real long time.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
been on the podcast for sure.
At least 2
Yeah.
years, probably.
Yeah, I was trying to think. Have I been on since I left Schlafly? I don't know that I have.
Yeah,
maybe-
I think so.
Have I?
Maybe like right when you were opening the new place.
Okay,
Right around then.
that's still
Yeah.
been 3 years or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe we talked about Game of Thrones on the show right before you guys opened.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I started watching Game of Thrones as we were building the place out, so that couldn't have been Schlafly. So yeah, if that's true, then that's it.
So Scott, since the last time you were on the show, Game of Thrones is awful and Star Wars sucks.
Yeah.
It
Really,
was
the
a
world.
different world the last time you were here.
Yeah.
We're all very
That means
excited
we're gonna
about both
start
of
this-
those things.
We're on an upward swing now. We're starting it back over. We're going up. We're all good.
Yeah. Hey, Taika Waititi. It's my
Taika
dark,
Waititi.
cold heart is a little bit.
I know. We've been talking about him needing to do a Star Wars movie for quite a long time, at least since Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I am going to enjoy the fuck out of him making a Star Wars movie until the day they fire him.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Megan and
Kathleen
I were-
Kennedy will fire him.
Megan and I were talking about that yesterday, and it's like, yeah, no, it's great as long as they don't fuck with them. As long as they keep Kathleen Kennedy as far away from it as possible, it's going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, he's worked in that system, though. I mean, he's worked for Disney before.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he can play by the rules and put his own touch on stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be terrific. I mean, his Mandalorian was great. Star Wars isn't all bad. Mandalorian was good.
Yeah.
When I'd heard rumblings that they were going to make Jon Favreau the Kevin Feige of the Star Wars universe and kind of give him creative control over the stories that they're telling, and I don't know if that's actually still going to happen, but I would fucking love it if they did, because I mean, Mandalorian is his, and you know, it's a small sample size, but fuck.
I mean, it's him and it's Dave Filoni who did all the animated stuff.
Yeah.
Dave Filoni is
Right.
heavily involved in Mandalorian, and he's pretty great because the Clone Wars cartoon just ended, and that final arc is amazing. It's some of the best Star Wars ever.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
it.
I mean, Filoni and Jon Favreau have done the best Star Wars stuff since the early 80s.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what are we drinking tonight, fellas?
Oh,
Just Everclear. I put some brown food coloring in it.
I'm drinking some Della Barnes Hazy IPA.
I'm drinking some Noma Northeast IPA from a little brewery in Louisville called Mile Wide.
Yeah, none of it
No.
got sent to Paducah, by the way.
No. No.
Got me some Dry Ground Brewing Company's 37 Flood,
Nice.
along with J.W. Dant,
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
the,
actually,
the official bourbon of Todd and Corey's healing journey on Instagram.
yeah. I'm actually drinking Four Roses single barrel. So
Nice.
Mm.
Four Roses Bourbon.
Hey!
Bringing that shit back.
trying to stay away from the Corona zombies. Four Roses bourbon.
When you've been quarantined so long, your horny ass cat won't stop humping your goddamn arm. Four Roses Bourbon.
What?
What?
Well, they did. You know, the French came out with that study that nicotine is helping prevent the virus somehow.
Yeah.
The French are the only ones who would ever admit to that.
Yeah.
It's a very, very smoking country. But
I quit smoking like a fucking asshole.
Same. I haven't had a cigarette in 40 days. I'm with you, brother.
Well,
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, about the same here. I haven't had a
mean-
cigarette since March 16th.
it helps you.
Yeah.
It helps prevent catching it. but if you're a smoker and you do catch it, it's worse.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
every time you inhale a little bit of the cove, you cough it back out because we're constantly coughing.
It can't stay in there for very long.
yeah.
Yeah, that was my main impetus behind not smoking, is because I would wake up every morning and just like already like hacking up like all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't like coughing while the coughing murder is going around.
It's really bad.
Sure.
After like my fourth cigarette, I'm good.
Yeah, you got to get those first couple, choke them down, and then you can get back to normal.
Oh man, then you're
That's a real pro move.
It is that first one is hard.
Yeah, no, I'm not fucking joking. I'm with you 100%.
And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but food tastes.
It does.
I get taste things.
Also,
yes, food does taste, Tom. Indeed.
It's crazy.
and at your
Right.
age, you need to taste anything you can.
Usually, at your age, all you can taste is temperature. So
Yeah, I remember my granddad before he died. He would literally put hot sauce on everything.
Yeah.
It didn't matter if it was fucking chocolate cake. He was like, it's the only way it has flavor.
Well, I can sympathize. That sounds awesome.
but still, hot sauce on chocolate cake. Yeah, that sounds pretty.
When Todd's wife asks him what he wants for dinner, he says 72 degrees. So what else is going on? What's something fun we can talk about? Because we don't have much of a plan. We're going to have a hot Thunderdorm here in a little bit.
Hell yeah.
But
Do we get any Twitter questions or anything, Corey?
hell no, Twitter's pissing me off. Like they got something better to do.
Well,
I'll tell you what, since we have a guest, Scott, what have you been watching lately? What's something that you enjoy?
yeah, Scott.
So actually, last night on a whim, we watched Smokey and the Bandit, and I hadn't seen Smokey and the Bandit in a very long time. And god damn it, that movie is fucking fun as shit. It's so good.
It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
I mean,
Not even
Sally
lying.
Field is just fantastic. Burt Reynolds at his most Burt Reynolds. It's just it was fucking great.
Yeah.
We had an absolute blast watching it.
Peak Burt Reynolds.
Smokey and the Bandit was released the same year as the original Star Wars,
Wow.
and it came in second at the end of the year. Smokey and the Bandit was right behind Star Wars in box office money.
Jesus Christ. Well, yeah,
Wow.
I mean, it's super rewatchable. Like I could see why you go back to the theater multiple times. It's an hour and a half. It fucking breezes right through. I mean,
I
it's
watch
funny,
it every couple of years.
Well, you know what's funny is like there's literally no backstory to Sally Field. She just fucking jumps in his car and we're just off. There's no explanation of like, where have you been? What happened with your relationship? No, she just decided she didn't want to get married and she's fucking.
Well, she was about to get married to like the dumbest man on the planet.
Right, right.
She was running away from that coal mine.
But even that is given like the bare minimum of backstory because you just don't fucking need it.
Okay, if the time frame lines up, she could have been running away from her mentally challenged son. Because when was Forrest born?
Oh.
It might have been the 50s, actually.
No, my favorite
Yeah,
thing
it
was like it was when like she like took off the nun costume in mid-flight and just like flew right into the Trans Am.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
She just comes in for a land, skirts right in.
It's in the director's cut.
Yeah. You been watching any shows there, Scott? Y'all been watching any television programs?
What have we been watching? We watched we watched Schitt's Creek. We binged that, which was super fucking good.
And that's the whole Christopher Guest crew, right?
Well, it's Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara, but it was created by Eugene Levy and his son Dan Levy, about a rich family that basically loses everything, but as a weird like drunken birthday present, the dad had bought this little town called Schitt's Creek. 2 decades before. So it's the only thing that they own at the end of all this. And so they move into this motel, and it's about them adapting to the life in a small town. But Catherine O'Hara is so fucking over the top and ridiculous, and it's awesome.
Chris Elliott is the mayor of the town.
Oh, it's
yes.
awesome.
I forget. Yes, Chris Elliott is fucking. Have you seen all of it, Todd?
I'm just about finished with season 1. I'm just getting started, but very, very funny, very good show.
Yeah.
Chris Elliott, the old Get a Life show that he had back in the day was amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's streaming anywhere. I mean, but that's something I would love to rewatch.
I mean,
That was a very funny show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of stuff on HBO. Like this morning, Big Bird made up his own fairy tale. And it was about the beast, and he had to make a friend before the last coconut fell out of the tree. And then Elmo sang a song about friendship, and after that, I blew my brains out.
That friendship song's a banger, though. It's pretty dope.
It's great.
And then
Yeah.
Elmo
It sounds very similar to Ozark. I don't know.
then Elmo walked in on his stepsister in the shower.
Yeah. Yeah. Bert and Ernie spelled words. For some reason, that's not been explained. There's a goddamn vampire.
I've been watching a little Curb Your Enthusiasm here and there.
Yeah.
And the other night I saw the episode where Catherine O'Hara is the crazy sister of a danger guy. What's his name? That just died.
Super Dave Osborne.
Yeah, Dave Einstein. Super Dave.
Yeah, I can't remember his name on the show, but
Marty Funkhauser.
yeah, his sister, Bam Bam, and she's amazing in it. She's completely insane.
That's one of those shows that I love watching, and the second it's over, I forget everything I've seen. Like I cannot quote that show for anything, and I barely remember things I've seen. So
Yeah, well, it's not really a written show. He would throw them a premise and then just improv the whole damn thing.
Oh, speaking of that, there's on Netflix. There's a special that just came out a week or so ago. It's Thomas Middleditch and Ben Schwartz. Middleditch and Schwartz, and it's 3 like long form improv things that they did. Absolutely fucking amazing. It's unbelievable. Each of them are like 45 minutes to an hour long, and just hilarious. Some of the funniest shit you've ever seen. So definitely recommend checking that out.
Colin and I know a little bit about improv.
Yeah, it's and like when somebody does it really well, it's really fucking impressive.
Oh yeah.
Improv is one of those things. It's either done well and it's amazing, or it's the most awful thing in the world. There's no in between. There's no mediocre improv. It's either great or it's awful.
Yeah. Yeah. Hilarious, or who are they again? What are they doing? Someone dying?
Could you just reenact like an hour of it for us, Scott?
Yeah. All right. So they open up on this.
Yes, and
Well done.
I'm trying to think of what I watched the Clone Wars. Oh, I rewatched The Rise of Skywalker last night in a drunken heap. Just shit-faced on bourbon and watched that damn thing. And the opening 10 minutes of that movie is some of the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
It's pretty bad.
It's that movie is way worse than I remember it.
That's kind of impressive.
It's worse than any of the prequels.
It's bad.
Come on, guys. Phantom Menace barely qualifies. No. I'm with Scott. Phantom Menace doesn't even qualify as a movie, I think, technically.
Yeah, but you could follow the plot.
Phantom Menace had a plot?
As stupid as it was, you could follow the plot. There is
I don't know. Phantom Menace is
Skywalker is just it's almost inept is how bad it is at storytelling.
I wouldn't say almost.
It's bad. The opening minute, he's they're attacking that planet, and Kylo's looking for one of the 20 MacGuffins in the fucking movie.
Sure.
And where does he find it? In the middle of the woods on a pedestal. It's just sitting there. Like he's fighting off
Nobody found it before then. It was just sitting in the middle of the floor.
There's a great somebody did a great tweet. It was like conversation between like J.J. Abrams and a producer's like, so who makes the map to the Sith planet? Oh, I made it. I made it. No, but in the story, who makes it? Oh, I made it so the characters could have something to do. No, I get that, JJ, but and yeah, it's bad. It's a bad movie.
It's really bad. And I mean, seriously, like the prequels, they are absolutely terrible and goofy and corny. But God damn it, you can follow them. And
Here's the thing.
And George Lucas didn't have to tweet what the damn scenes were actually about for 3 months after it came out.
As bad, as poorly executed as the prequels was, I would never accuse the prequels of being condescending. The Rise of Skywalker is condescending as shit to the people who love Star Wars.
Oh, it's Condoleezza Rice. Like it is one of the worst things I've ever looked at.
Mm-hmm.
I still think Phantom Menace is worse.
Phantom Menace is unwatchable bad.
Yeah,
I will watch Rise of Skywalker again.
Yeah, Phantom Menace fails on so many just basic movie making levels. I mean, it doesn't have a main character.
Well, I mean, and let's be honest, like whether the movie's bad or not, Adam Driver as Kylo Ren is still fucking amazing, and he's something.
He's
great. He's really good.
If you enjoy watching him like get the shit beat out of him by J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio for 2 hours because they totally destroyed everything about that character over the course of that movie.
But he is such an amazing actor that he actually brought charisma to, even if it's nonsensical and insane, he still fucking crushed it because that's what he does.
Do you think if they would have let that character live, do you think the Resistance and everybody would just welcome him with open arms after he killed 6 billion people on a planet?
I mean, I would hope so. He saw the light, and he made a friend, and that's really what forgiveness
I like to
is
feel
all
like
about.
they would have done the same thing for Vader if he had survived.
But we'll see how that works out for Trump here in a year or so.
No, I mean, I hated the redemption the most.
It's terrible. It's some of the most ham-fisted shit. Oh my god.
No, I mean it bears a lot of similarities with Phantom Menace in that nothing is earned.
No, it's every complaint every awful person had about The Last Jedi, and let's take those and let's feed them into a random story generator on Reddit, and there's your movie.
Yeah.
But this all stems back to Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy, and I don't want to keep throwing it on her shoulders, but she's the fucking head of Lucasfilm. There was no overarching story.
No.
There was no plan for the entire trilogy. It was like, we're going to get 3 different directors, and they're going to tell 3 different versions of the story, and maybe something cohesive will come out of it. And guess what? It fucking didn't. You had Ryan Johnson basically throw away some stuff that JJ had set up, and then you have JJ throwing away things that Ryan had set up, and you just basically have it's a fucking mess. And which sucks because you have, I think, the greatest villain of the Star Wars universe in Kylo Ren. I think there's all sorts of fun shit that they didn't go into with Poe Dameron and all the other people in the trilogy, and it annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah, no, I mean, okay, so yeah, if Kathleen Kennedy's not responsible, then who the fuck is?
Right. Well,
right?
It has to fall on her. Like if the Marvel movies had been a giant clusterfuck like this last Star Wars trilogy, everybody would have been calling for Kevin Feige's head because he is the one that's in charge of Marvel Studios.
Yeah, I mean, just like everybody shits on Zack Snyder because it's his fucking fault.
Yeah.
Maybe we just haven't got the JJ cut. Maybe we're wrong.
No, I mean, you look.
I want the Terrio cut.
I blame J.J. Abrams for a lot because he's a hack, but J.J.
And the
Abrams
writer wrote goddamn Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
At the end of the day, J.J. Abrams didn't hire himself.
No,
somebody at LucasArts said, "Hey, you know what would be a good idea?"
Well, they saw him. He got the job because he rebooted Star Trek, and that was
fine. It was fine.
It was all right.
I still like The Force Awakens. He got Rise of Skywalker. I know Corey. I know Corey doesn't like it. I still like The Force Awakens.
There's a lot of fun stuff in The Force Awakens.
No,
I
The
want
Force
the man
Awakens.
dead. I want him dead.
The Force Awakens is a lot like the Star Trek movie in that it's fine. If you want to go watch a summer blockbuster, it's fine. It does its job. If it's
It
a
made $1 billion.
Star Wars movie.
That's the only job they wanted it to do. They did not care about the cohesiveness of that trilogy. They wanted $1 billion per movie.
Sure,
and they got it.
sure.
So,
But you could make even more money if you make good movies.
this is true.
Well,
I mean, the thing at the end of the day, this even though I'm not a fan of them, I will say from like a storytelling and like a creative point of view, the prequel trilogy is better than the sequel trilogy because, like we've talked about, the sequel trilogy is a mess. Now, I mean, you can hate the choices that Lucas made and some of the acting in it and everything, but he knew where he was going to start and where he was going to end, and those three movies together tell a cohesive story.
Yeah, I mean,
it's definitely one single unified stupid vision.
Right. It's dumb as fuck, but it's unified.
Yeah.
The prequel trilogy is better than the sequel trilogy, but that's the definition of damning with faint praise.
Yeah.
It's like vomiting blood is marginally better than being put into a giant industrial meat grinder.
I mean, let's be honest. We're all Star Wars fans. We talk about Star Wars a lot, but at the end of the day, we're talking about a film series where less than a third of the movies are any good.
But also, we're talking about a series of films, too, and this is another thing that I throw on Kathleen Kennedy's shoulders, which is that two of the best movies of this new chunk of Star Wars movies are Rogue One and Solo, a Star Wars story, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
And Solo got cast on this fucking heap of people saying it's a shitty movie because it wasn't received well. They marketed it terribly. The movie is fucking fun as shit.
Yeah, it's a blast.
Solo is awesome. And Rogue One is fucking amazing.
You know what I think a lot of because there was all that news about Lord and Miller getting fired and Ron Howard coming on at the last minute. Say, if you didn't know any of that behind the scenes drama and you just went to see that fucking movie, you would think it was amazing. Because it is. It's fun as shit.
The guy playing Solo, what the fuck was it? What's his name?
Alden Ehrenreich.
He was fucking great, and the trailers did not give any hint of how good he was.
No.
They didn't give any hint of how good Donald Glover was as Lando Calrissian. Like,
oh, man.
I mean, he was fucking great.
Oh, yeah, Donald Glover's amazing in it.
Yeah.
And it's got Woody Harrelson.
And
Chewbacca's all muddy in it.
So
No,
been waiting for years to see that.
They completely fucked the marketing of it, and so then they just were like, oh, well, we're never going to make another fucking Star Wars like side story again because Solo did so poorly.
Yeah, it's been misstep after misstep after misstep.
Well,
after
even
misstep.
going back to the Marvel thing, like, you know, they don't need Thor the Dark World to be the biggest movie of all time, but Thor the Dark World is going to tell this part of the story that's going to make more sense down the road, and it's a part of a bigger piece. And
Speaking of that, on Sunday, I went back and watched Infinity War and Endgame back to back.
Great
fuck
movies.
yeah.
That was fun as shit. I will say this. I think Infinity War is the better of the two movies.
Probably, yeah.
But like you were talking about, man, taking those two movies, one's 2.5, one's 3 hours. That is 5.5 hours of movie that tie together 10 years worth of storytelling, and every character gets their beat, gets their due. It's an amazing fucking accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean, here's the difference between you can get J.J. Abrams and have Kathleen Kennedy run a franchise into a ground, and you can still make $1 billion on The Force Awakens. And you can get Kevin Feige and a bevy of great directors and make 20 Marvel movies that make $1 billion each. And the difference is that I've bought both Infinity War and Endgame and like half a dozen other Marvel movies. I haven't spent money on a Star Wars movie in 20 years. Other than going to the theater, I've not bought a Star Wars movie in 20 years because they suck. If you want to get my money after the theater, Make fucking good movies. This isn't fucking rocket science. Walk over to Marvel, which you own, and say, "Hello, sir. Could you please spare a good director? We've impoverished here for LucasArts. We've got nothing, sir. It's terrible. The camels are everywhere."
Well, that's why it's so fucking inexcusable. They're in the same fucking. They're owned by the same company. How the fuck does this happen?
Which
They share a damn
Well,
map.
that's Scott. That's the problem, though. Yes, they're owned by the same company, and they thought they could make Star Wars work the same way Marvel is. And Star Wars is a totally different thing. We're not used to getting a Star Wars film every fucking year.
No, they could have absolutely done exactly what they did with Marvel with Star Wars. The key time
100%.
is you don't make sucky movies.
Well, that's part of it, but still, I mean, but I still remember when you didn't get a Star Wars film every year and every film felt like an event, and it doesn't feel like that anymore. And that was a big part of the allure of Star Wars, apart from just the movies themselves.
Right, I mean,
they were event films, and when you get one every year, they're not a fucking event anymore.
yeah, but that's
Change the
one thing,
mindset.
but it's hard to take it out of the context of that they also blow.
Okay, at the end of the day, how hard is it to make a good Star Wars movie? It's
It's probably
not.
pretty fucking difficult because not that many people have done it.
It's fucking lasers and shit. That's all you
Well,
need.
But look, the two worst ones have come from. Let's see. I mean, I liked the Ryan Johnson one. I like that movie.
Mhm.
I don't think it's great. I think it definitely
No.
has problems.
It's a good Star Wars movie, though.
It's a
not
good Star
great
Wars
because
movie.
He
It's-
was using JJ's
Yeah,
dumb characters.
but I mean, if you look at the sucky Star Wars movies, right? The prequels and two of the sequel movies, and it's two guys. It's J.J. Abrams and George Lucas. Just don't let them do stuff anymore.
I love how simplistic Kyle has gotten to the bottom of everything tonight. Don't make shitty movies. Murder J.J. Abrams in his sleep.
Yeah, like look, that's all there is to it. I mean, Force Awakens is fine, but it's not good. Every single Marvel movie is better than it. Right? It's good in the context of we're coming
Iron Man
off of.
2 is not better. Force Awakens is better than Iron Man 2.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because Robert Downey Jr. is fun to watch, and man, I get tired
Iron
of.
Man 2 is pretty bad. And
I
Thor
don't know.
the Dark World is pretty bad.
That's fine.
Yeah, and The Force Awakens is a higher level of fine than
But here's the thing, like Force Awakens is fine, but he just reshot A New Hope. I
Worse.
mean, it's like he was tracing over a Van Gogh, and somebody called it a great painting. Well, of course it's a fucking great painting. He just traced over a goddamn Van Gogh.
he fucking
You know what was
finger-painted
great
with
about
his own-
Solo? You know what was great about Solo and made it so fucking good? There wasn't a goddamn Death Star. Every other Star Wars movie has to have a fucking Death Star.
Yeah, I mean, all the things I like about Force Awakens, at the end of the day, it's like, well, this Death Star it's a planet, and it takes a whole sun and fires it, because it's bigger than it's like a death planet, but we're gonna call it Star Killer Base because we found that in some of old George's notes,
and then then in Rise of Skywalker, every Star Destroyer has a Death Star on it.
oh my god, it's just so what they did was they were out of ideas, so they got a 12-year-old boy, and we're just like, what's the coolest thing you can think of, right? They're just mining that guy for ideas, like while he's playing like Nintendo or something.
He's like, love more Death Stars would be cool.
Did y'all ever see that Saturday Night Live skit with Game of Thrones? It was the 13-year-old
Yes.
who wrote Game of Thrones.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Always calling for tits. Yeah.
that's what Star Wars needs.
Star Wars definitely needs a hard R. We need a hard R Star Wars.
We need that's what the Lando Solo movie should be.
It should be Star Wars meets John Wick and fucking Deep Throat.
Lando is literally living on a planet that is a tit.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
just a big, soft, firm breast floating in space with a wonderful nipple on it.
Where else would Lando live?
Exactly.
Do you guys listen to the Rewatchables podcast?
Uh-huh.
So great. They just did the Arnold movie on Mars. Total Recall,
Total Recall.
right?
Also better than Star Wars.
Way better than Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I was wondering where that came from, but it does have the alien with 3 tits.
That's what Spike does.
Like I would totally watch a movie with Lando just fucking his brains out. Just that's all he's doing is just trying to get laid, and
He lives on the tit planet. He takes a voyage to the vagina planet.
he lives on Tatooine.
Dolomite Calrissian.
Yeah, we're just doing cool Lando stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
he visits the planet Vagino.
No, maybe it should be Breston.
there you go. No, I mean, at this point, there's been so many mistakes made. I mean, they just have to get away from the main timeline and never revisit any of these characters ever again.
You know what the biggest?
I think they are petrified of making a non-Skywalker movie.
I don't know why.
They've done it, and it was fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's.
I don't think it lived up to the commercial. It wasn't as commercially viable as they wanted it to be, and that's.
Yeah.
If we're going by who the main characters were in the Rise of Skywalker, it was a fucking non-Skywalker film.
Oh, are you sure?
No,
Because
he turns into one.
Rey
I mean,
Skywalker.
she just decides to be one. But
Sure.
Yeah.
I would like to know what the midi-chlorians have to say about that.
They just say Skywalker over and over. That's all they say.
Yeah. You can do it. I'm Corey Obama.
You look.
Just did it.
Yeah, you look Obamish.
Yeah, the biggest mistake that was made was me saying the word Star Wars when we started recording.
That was a terrible
You can't
error.
do that because here we are, 45. We haven't even got to Thunderdorm yet. We're just screaming about Star Wars.
Maybe we should just fucking Thunderdorm then. The anger is here.
I feel fine. I feel better.
Thunderdorm. 16-man enter, 1 man leads.
What's Thunderdorm?
Yeah.
Now that
Insert
the-
music.
No, the
All right, yeah, it's
traditional-
Thunderdorm time. This is usually a hand-to-hand combat competition, but since we're all quarantined, I guess this is a quarantine dorm.
Can't be doing that. Andy says you can't be doing that.
You cannot be doing that. You cannot be throwing pop culture icons into a Thunderdome
No.
to fight to the death for your own amusement. You can.
You have to keep them socially distant.
Uh-huh.
What if
It's
they just
social
stay?
distance dorm.
What if they just stay quarantined? Like they just stay together. They don't leave. Is it okay then?
He put Thunderdorm specifically in Phase 5 of the reopening. So this
Shit.
I mean,
Yeah, we can't do that till August.
I was
Yeah.
surprised to hear it in his daily briefing too. But you know,
He's a big fan.
yeah.
I'm getting my machine gun and heading to Frankfurt.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Oh, I know.
Don't
Protest.
tread on the bastards.
Yeah, so we're doing. These are all characters from movies, pop culture, televisions, maybe
Yeah.
I can't remember. That are known for being isolated, not particularly quarantined, but being isolated or loners, maybe.
Or lone. Just lone.
Yeah. But instead of fighting to the death, they're doing something else.
Yeah.
I will be drawing random TV shows for them to binge watch.
Mhm.
We've each
Presumably-
contributed some.
Yeah.
We don't know what the other people have written
Yeah.
down.
I mean, I just assume these are all on Netflix or Amazon.
They're all streaming.
For
Sure.
sure. Or TVN.
Tubi.
It's too, yeah. Quibi.
No, nothing's on fucking Quibi.
EMT, you know.
It can be Sling,
Yeah.
it can be Hulu, but it's not Quibi.
They might not be real shows. I don't know.
I think one of mine is.
Okay.
And so what we will do, since they're not fighting each other, we will debate which character got the best show for that character to binge watch.
Yeah. What
And
they would most enjoy.
Yeah, and we each have our familiar that we have to vote for no matter what, because we chose them because we think they're the best.
We stand by them. We vote for them no matter what.
That's right.
Yeah. That we think is the best, or that we chose at random because we couldn't come up with anything else.
No matter how dumb it gets, we have to vote for that character.
This is some serious shit.
Yeah.
Lives
Should
are
we
at
get
stake,
started?
gentlemen.
Let's do this.
All right. Our first round matchup pits Scott's familiar,
Yeah.
Sloth from the Goonies.
Hell yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
He is in a isolate off
Sure.
Sure.
Go with that.
with Howard Hughes.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
That is a professional isolator.
Yeah.
But we don't know how long Sloth was chained up in that room.
I'm guessing a minute.
It was a little bit. Yeah. It was a little
I
bit.
mean,
He was not looking great when they got him out of there.
No. He's very pale.
You know, considering where we are now with the pandemic and everything, I bet if we all went back and rewatched The Aviator, Howard Hughes would seem like the sanest character in the movie.
Yeah.
Probably.
Always washing his hands, just staying away from people.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what they're binging.
Okay.
Sloth.
Or but it's just one, right? Just one
Yeah,
show.
they're making the same show.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Which one?
It sounded like you're about to give Sloth a show and Howard Hughes a show.
Oh, no. I misspoke.
He
I
would never do
apologize.
that.
He's a professional.
So Sloth
Shut the fuck
and
up.
Howard Hughes are binge watching A Bushel of Carrots Slowly Rotting.
It's a good show. I've seen it.
Man, I think they would actually both kind of be into it.
I don't know. I mean, Sloth has a bit of a sweet tooth, though. I don't
Well,
think.
no,
Well,
like
carrots are
vegetables.
sweet and rotting. I would think that as the carrot rots, the
Sugars
moisture is
release.
going to be the first thing that evaporates from it. So it's actually going to get sweeter as it rots. So
Sloth
I
is.
think it's going to be more along the lines of his taste.
I could see that, but Sloth is also incredibly stupid, and I don't think he knows about carrots and how they work.
Well,
and
how fast is this video going? Because if it's
it's
fast
real
at all,
time.
you can see
This
the
is real time.
decomposition of it. What's that?
It's real time.
Oh, it's real time.
Oh yes.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Hmm.
what the hell's he's anything that's not in that fucking cellar that he's never seen before, he's going to be really, really entranced by.
That's true. Has he seen carrots before? It could be amazing. You'd be like, "Oh."
I mean, if you threw down like a decomposing like baby Ruth, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm just mad that I can't eat it." But I've never
Sure.
seen a carrot before.
I seriously doubt that.
Something tells me Sloth, more than anything else, likes cartoons.
And Sloth has one tooth. A carrot would not be his favorite food.
Well, he said can't eat it. It's a show.
He doesn't
Well,
know that.
hold
He's
on.
a stupid man.
He likes cartoons. You know who eats fucking carrots in cartoons? Bugs Bunny. So maybe he's like I'm Bugs Bunny now. Maybe he's excited.
Yeah, but Bugs Bunny's racist, though. Here's the thing.
Well, Sloth doesn't have any conception of racism or anything like that.
Yeah.
He's
Or
Italian.
anything.
He has
He's
the cellar.
Italian. He definitely. Are you telling me the Fratellis were not racist?
He didn't absorb their racism.
There's
I'm
no
going to
black
make an
people.
argument. I have an argument I don't think we've made yet because we've all been focused on Sloth.
Sure.
Now, I'm not saying I'm voting for Sloth. However, I am saying that Howard Hughes, being the germaphobe that he is probably not going to watch some vegetables decompose.
Oh, good
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
That sounds like somebody rationalizing voting for Biden.
Well, he is a
I'm
decomposing
not saying
vegetable. I mean,
That's a good point. There's a lot of similarities between the two.
Yeah.
Look, I would vote for a decomposing truckload of vegetables before I voted for Donald Trump.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, Sloth would watch anything. He's a dullard.
He would.
I mean,
And he would enjoy it because he's a dullard.
Also
this is
true. There's
ready
a
to
lot
vote.
he would find enjoyment from. Yeah, me too.
Howard Hughes probably would only want to watch things that had like some hot starlets in it. You know.
Yeah.
Precisely. Or airplanes.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say airplanes, yeah.
But what else was he doing? He could have been in there. You know, if you're gonna be like sodomizing yourself in a room, you're most likely, and if you're a germaphobe, you're most likely going to use a carrot.
Are we talking about Howard Hughes or Sloth?
Yes.
I'm not sure. I'm ready to vote.
Okay, I'm ready to vote.
Who votes for Howard Hughes?
No.
No.
Who votes for Sloth?
Yay. It's
Yeah.
unanimous. For
Yeah.
the first time
Unanimous.
ever, raising our hands actually made sense. 'Cause
It does, right?
We literally do that every time we record this.
Yeah.
On audio.
Now it's on video.
Ah. All right, our next first round matchup pits the Lone Ranger.
Ooh.
Lone.
Not really a loner, but
It's in the name, Corey.
I mean, he's
Okay.
the only ranger with an Indian.
okay, I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Native American.
And the Lone Ranger is going up against the Martian.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right.
Mark Watney, I think his name is.
Yeah,
in the movie?
Mark
Yeah.
Watney.
It's Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Also into vegetables.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
100%. Well,
Star-
potatoes, yeah.
Starches, yeah.
If he would have got that carrot,
Oh, he would have had a field day. He would have loved that.
God, he would have been. I mean, that's like stepmother porn to him.
He would not have allowed that thing to decompose.
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
And
Yes.
the Lone Ranger and the Martian are binging Kyle Davis's Horny History Hootenanny.
Oh, that's not a show, but goddamn, it'd be a great one. I would watch the hell out of it.
I would buy it on Blu-ray so I could watch it whenever I wanted.
So
It's
essentially,
Is this a recap of like browser history or what?
no.
sort of group
Oh,
talk?
this is a historical.
real history, yeah.
It's Kyle, but Kyle talking very sultry and playing a banjo while he reads history.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
yeah,
need some clarification.
Yeah, we're on our second season in Singapore.
It's Singapore.
They love it.
Okay. I mean, this is Mark Watney, right? Like the dude's a scientist. He's a very bright guy. He would
Yeah.
appreciate the history lesson for sure.
He would, and he is stranded alone on Mars. Mark Watney, horny.
For sure. Yeah.
The Lone Ranger has Tonto. He not horny. Because what do Americans do better than anything else? Fuck Native Americans.
Over, Corey. Fuck them over.
That one,
I never finished reading a full sentence ever.
Well, I don't think the Lone Ranger would like the fact that my podcast or my show would not be super racist.
Yeah, I mean, you would definitely talk about old racist subjects, but not in a very endearing light.
Yeah. He would probably be offended.
Yeah, and he would take it out on poor Tonto. And, you know, those people have been through enough.
Those people, come on, Corey. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm terrible.
Wow.
All right. I'm pretty ready to vote here. I mean, I think this is pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, who votes for the Lone Ranger?
Yes.
What you do?
Who votes for the Matt Damon as the Martian?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I get it, but like,
To-
I just think, you know, knowing Kyle like I do, I think he'll probably break through to the Lone Ranger at some point.
It's going to penetrate into his adult boomer brain.
Yes.
by the way, Kyle, I really loved the episode on Stalin.
It's a good one, yeah. Yeah,
Great.
Jason Isaacs, it was great.
Oh man, and you had you had Bela Fleck sitting in on that one.
I came so hard.
Yeah.
I threw out my back.
You
And
know.
the clog Just the cloggers to represent the artillery of the Germans. Oh,
They were. It was a hard get, actually. That was the hardest get of that show. But you want the real Dutch cloggers. You don't want those motherfuckers from New Brunswick.
how do you think the cast of Stomp are practicing right now?
Quietly.
Their Zoom meeting is just feet. All right, next first round matchup pits Life of Pi,
Yeah.
which is a guy on a boat with a tiger.
Yeah, his name is Pi.
Pi.
Yeah.
Hi.
So,
And the tiger's name is
Tiger.
Richard Parker.
And he is in a.
He was kind of a precursor to the Tiger King.
Yep, for
Sure.
sure.
Think about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
His real name is Pi Exotic.
Tiger King.
Pie exotic.
And he's in a binge off with Yoda.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Empire Strikes Back. Yoda, of course, in isolation, in exile.
How
On
many-
Dagobah.
How many channels does Yoda get on Dagobah?
There's only one channel, and it's pretty much just shows mud.
It's just the Swamp Report
Yeah.
every morning.
And on that one channel, Yoda is watching, along with Pi and the tiger, Columbo.
Oh, okay.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Columbo's an old guy show. I mean, this is
And Yoda's going to appreciate the good writing and the intelligence of Columbo.
Yeah. I think Yoda would legitimately fucking love Columbo.
Yoda gets a kick out of every time when Columbo says one more thing.
He'd be like,
Like that I do. Oh.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. He'd start, hitting R2 with a stick or something.
Meanwhile, it's annoying.
Solve it, he has.
Yeah, and meanwhile, it is annoying the piss out of Richard Parker the tiger, and he is devouring Pi.
Yeah.
Yep. Pie is
Yeah.
mauled to death for sure.
Oh, absolutely. First opening 5 minutes, like,
Mhm.
because Columbo had those classic old TV show slow intros,
Yep.
where like nothing would happen for 10 minutes.
And, I'm not going to lie, Columbo is so intuitive. Columbo might be a Jedi.
That's,
Ooh.
you know what? He might be.
Yeah, he
for sure.
escaped Order 66 and became a detective for the LA Police Department.
He's not a master though.
No,
And
no.
tigers are notoriously impatient. They're not going to put up with that shit.
No.
Tigers are the known as the get on with it of nature.
To be
Look.
fair, yeah.
I have 2 cats, okay? I've tried watching a murder mystery with my cats. They don't give a fuck. Like 10 minutes into it, they're like, give me something to eat or let me tear something up.
Yeah. And if they were large enough to kill you, I mean, let's face it.
Large enough to kill you on a boat with no other food. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's simple.
When
Yeah,
you
I've
have
got-
cats, the only reason you buy the food is so they don't eat you.
I did. I told Foot the other day she could eat my face if I die
Oh,
Nice of you.
yeah.
It's wholesome.
because I'm sure as fuck gonna eat her if she gets real bad. I mean, the food chain is in danger right now.
All right, so who votes for, they're watching Columbo. Who votes for Life of Pi with Richard Parker the tiger?
I do. I'm not fucking with that tiger.
I don't-
Who votes for Yoda?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know,
3-1.
y'all are stupid. Hope you don't
no.
ever end up.
I like how Corey argues against Pi and the tiger and then immediately calls us stupid for not voting for Pi and the tiger.
Well, it hit me as I raised my hand that it's probably a bad idea. If I ever end up on a boat and a tiger and he hears this, not good for me.
That's true.
I'm going to get ahead of that.
No. No.
All right, next. We've got the Unabomber,
Oh, Teddy.
Ted
Yeah.
Kaczynski.
Old Ted. Good old Ted.
Yeah.
One of the most socially distant people in history.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he is in a isolate off with the Torrance family from The Shining.
Oh, kind of similar ethos.
Really, I mean, Ted and Jack are a little similar.
Yeah, and you of course got Wendy and Danny there too.
Oh yeah.
Kind of a fucked up scene when you think about it.
They're probably been put off by old Ted.
Yeah.
And they are binge watching Satan's Shrimp Shack.
What's that all about now?
I mean, I would say it's Satan has a cooking show where he focuses on local cuisine from the Gulf Coast.
Oh, of course, that's stupid of me.
Idiot.
I think the Torrance family is going to be way more into that than Ted Kaczynski.
I don't know. I mean, Ted. Here's how Ted deals with his emotions if he doesn't like a show. He blows it up. He mails a bomb to Satan's house and blows him the fuck up. The Torrance family.
I wouldn't call that enjoying the show.
Yeah, but the Torrance family, they can't even mail anything.
But the Torrance family is in a hotel that has a kitchen. They're probably going to appreciate the recipes.
Well, they're also going to appreciate the thought of like warm weather and the ocean. When they're trapped on their snowy mountain hotel.
And Jack is really going to dig the fact that it's hosted by Satan.
He will like that.
True.
He probably would like that. On the other hand, I don't want Ted Kaczynski mad at me either. Just like the tiger.
I never get my mail anyway.
I don't want to be blowed up.
Well, he's in federal prison, so it's okay.
So far the entire Thunderdorm is just Corey hedging his bets in case he runs in.
Dude, if there's anything I've goddamn learned through this ordeal, it's you got to know how to survive. And I'm a survivor, sir. I'm going to make it through this damn COVID.
You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
Exactly. And I ain't holding that package. That's going to blow my hands off. Because what am I going to do then? I can't even wash my hands. They're gone.
That is logical.
Did you wash your hands, Corey? I can't. I don't have them.
No.
Are you allowed to touch your face with phantom hands?
I think that's okay.
Okay.
Ted Kaczynski heard the damn podcast.
It's very big in federal prisons.
He's got a Google alert for his name, and this popped up.
Oh, God. Don't I know it? And I'm going to hashtag him in the description for the show.
Please do.
All right, so we got Satan's Shrimp Shack. Who thinks the Unabomber's going to enjoy that more?
I think he will, and I think he's got some really good ideas.
Yeah, I think Ted's going to love it.
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
All right, well, then the Unabomber wins.
You didn't get to vote, though, Todd.
I was voting for the Torrance family.
Okay. Good job. See, we don't have to worry about them. They're dead.
I don't give a fuck. They're not my familiars.
Except for Danny, and I ain't got the Shining.
True.
He's coming near me. I ain't Rose the Hat.
Next up, we got General Zod, Ursa, and Non. They're in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, they are. They're basically in a mirror just flying around space, right?
But it has cable.
It does have cable. What's the screen?
It's just like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have Sling. They cut the cord years ago.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
And they are going up against Parks and Rec's Ron Swanson.
Mm.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, lives in a cabin out there.
Yeah.
And they are binge watching The Rise of Skywalker forever.
Ooh, boy, Ron Swanson is not going to care for that a bit.
No.
He doesn't want to watch anything.
Yeah.
He wants to watch Varnish Dry.
Sorry, who was
He
the
wants
other?
to watch This Old House.
Maybe, yeah, that might be the only kind of television program he would enjoy.
I think he might enjoy the Antiques Roadshow.
And at least Zod and
Sometimes.
Zod and friends can at least identify with the space part of it, of Star Wars.
Well, I mean, they're gonna Zod's gonna take notes.
They're going to poke holes in the science of it for sure. But
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But they'll at least enjoy it. And they're in the Phantom Zone. Ron gets to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
All they have to do all day is watch space go by as they're banging against the glass to get out.
You know what? As an avid Parks and Rec fan, the one thing that Ron Swanson hates is nonsense.
He doesn't suffer nonsense.
He does not suffer fools lightly. So I don't see how he's putting up with the shenanigans of Rise.
Not a fan of the tomfoolery.
Nope.
He would hate it. He would hate it.
Yeah,
Just
I
fucking-
think this is pretty cut and dry.
He would
I mean-
build a box to block his TV off.
Yeah.
Zod, and Ursa, yeah, they'll be fine with it. But I think the biggest fan of the Rise of Skywalker is going to be Non.
Oh yeah. He'll go, oh, you've done like that. I love the Wookiee. Yeah.
Precisely.
Yeah, I mean,
It'll make
I
total
really
sense.
thought the Wookiee was dead.
It'll make total sense to him. Him and Sloth are the only ones who would like that movie.
I was gonna say, Non's gonna make Sloth look like a freaking Ivy League grad. Just
Right.
Sloth got into a great program at Berkeley after they compared him to Non.
Let's vote.
Okay.
Who votes for Ron Swanson watching The Rise of Skywalker forever?
I do. I'd like to hear his thoughts on it.
Who votes for Zod, Ursa, and Non?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody else, I get it.
Yep. All right, next up we have Corey's familiar,
Yay.
Nell.
The movie Nell.
Jodie Foster in the title role of the film Nell, Chickabay, Tay in the Wind.
Really well-adjusted character.
Yes.
I can't say the name Nell without laughing. And we have a familiar off
Oh.
Oh, no.
because Nell is going up against my familiar, the entire cast of The Hateful Eight, all 8 of them.
Yeah.
And they're definitely watching it around a small TV from the 70s.
The 1870s.
Yeah.
And they are watching Matt Cock, which is the porn version of Matt.
Got it. Well, here's the thing. Nell's going to enjoy that much more because she can actually just
Really?
she can just whip out her parts and just masturbate right there.
Is that right?
She lives in a cabin in the woods. These guys live. That is a single room cabin in the Hateful Eight. Where are they going to go rub one out? Outside, it's cold as fuck. I don't think so. In the horse barn with the horses looking at you, fuck off.
I don't think that-
I got 2 words for you, Corey. Circle jerk.
They ain't get.
I don't-
Then they'll get mad because somebody comes too fast.
I mean, they're going to kill each other anyway.
Well, that's what's going to lead to the violence, Corey.
Yeah, but
I don't think there's anything that's going to be in Madcock that the Hateful Eight hasn't already seen, but Nell is going to be really entranced by what she's watching.
That's true. That's very true.
she's gonna enjoy the dickens out of it. And I mean, as soon as the blowjob scene starts in Matt Cock, it's just gonna bring up the fact that Samuel L. Jackson's character made Bruce Dern's son blow him, and that's gonna get everybody riled up again.
Yeah, it's going to completely throw off the circle jerk.
Yeah,
You don't think the Hateful Eight watching Matt Cock won't lead to some form of bukkake?
Todd, I love you. I don't.
Who's gonna be the bukkaked?
Kurt Russell.
I don't think so. With that mustache.
No, it would definitely be.
Well, it's a very specific fetish, but there are websites devoted to bukkake mustache.
I don't want it. I have no doubt.
Take
They
your
would
word.
probably, who would end up being the bukkake would be the carriage driver. That poor soul.
the poor guy. Yeah.
He already had it's bad enough.
He's just rolling on a 9 to 5, gets dragged into this circle of mayhem.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is great for Nell. She's learning.
True.
She's exploring her body. She's getting in touch with her own sexuality.
So is Daisy Domergue.
She's underneath the floorboards. Or no, wait, she's not. Her brother is.
No, she's not. That's
Spoiler.
Channing Tatum.
She's handcuffed. She can't even rub one off properly.
God damn it. All right, I'm ready to vote.
Yeah, okay.
Who votes for the Hateful Eight?
Todd do.
Who votes for Nell?
Trying to win.
Yeah.
Not a pay. All right. Next up, we got James Franco in 127 hours.
Oh, yeah.
His arm's caught in a rock.
It is a little bit.
A little bit. Does anybody remember that character's name?
Don.
James.
I think it was Don.
Don James.
Don James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's going up against Tom Hanks in Castaway.
Chuck
Nolan. But it's Tom Hanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they are binge watching Music Court with Judge Corey Green.
Music court?
Yes.
I'm here to judge. Ready.
What is the format of Music Court? What is the judge presiding over?
You tell Judge Corey what kind of music you like, and he tells you how much it sucks.
And I will.
Okay.
Makes sense.
If they're not from Washington, D.C., I don't want to hear it.
If there's a music court, I should definitely be the clueless prosecutor.
You will. You'd be the Bull Shannon of the.
Cal will be the bailiff.
Yeah.
Or the John.
I don't see Chuck Nolan as a music guy. I just don't think that he gives a shit about music.
He would be into like Clapton or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like
And
Chuck
I
Nolan
judge
would
you.
be like the yacht rock guy.
Yeah, and I judge thee for that.
He
Let
would not
Zeppelin
enjoy
IV
what
is his
Judge
favorite
Corey has
album.
to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Clapton pushed his kid out a damn window.
True.
Steve Miller Band's greatest hits is his favorite album.
Well, that's probably true.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, wait, who's he up against?
Tom Hanks.
Franco in 127 hours.
That dude, he's some hippie ass, camper, or hiker. I guarantee he's got a bicycle and nice shoes.
He likes jam bands. He likes jam bands.
He's a hipster who's gonna want to watch. He's gonna want to watch the show though, to lord his opinions over the people who are on the show and think that his opinions are so much better. So he'll get more out of it.
Yeah,
No, wait, hold on. Here's my argument. I have seen Corey in real time talking about how bad the music that someone loves sucks. People like Chuck Nolan who are into like classic rock or whatever, they don't give a fuck what Corey has to say. Hippies who like jam bands and the Grateful Dead get real fucking butthurt when Corey starts talking about that shit.
They do, and I will think back to a perfect example of this, and I wasn't even trying to be a dick, but this dude, he started talking about fish, and I was like, yeah, I was being so fucking nice. I was like, yeah, I'm just not a big fish fan. He wouldn't stop. He kept on. Then he got mad that I didn't like fish. So point proven with James Franco here. And you know what? I ended up going the fuck off. Judge Corey.
And you know what that dude ended up doing? He pulled out a fucking pocket knife and cut his arm off.
But hang on 1 second. We're talking about two different things. They're watching this show. They're not on the show.
True.
Yeah, this is true.
It's true.
So I don't think Chuck Nolan doesn't give a fuck because he doesn't give a fuck about whether people like his music taste or not. But the James Franco character is going to want to watch it so that when Corey's bashing somebody else, he can be like, yeah, my music tastes so much better than that.
No, he's
If
going
I
to
went
get
on this
pissed off.
show,
He's
Corey
gonna
would
get
love
pissed
my
off.
music.
Chuck Nolan is going to watch it for
True.
the entertainment value. The James Franco hipster dude is going to be angry the whole time.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to vote.
Who votes for James Franco? 127 hours.
I vote for that.
Yeah.
Who votes for Tom Hanks in
And I find-
Castaway?
And I find him guilty.
Oh my God, we need a coin of Dorm.
The tie. Does anybody have a coin?
No.
No.
Wait, I do. Hold on. I'm 2 feet away from a cash register. Okay, got the coin. And I will be fair.
All right, so heads it's Franco, tails it's Castaway.
Tails this time.
It is heads.
Oh, Franco advances.
Pulling it out.
He is just pulling it out.
All right,
And
this is.
cutting it off.
I just love the image of Corey talking about fish and some hipster dude just being like,
Carving his arm off. That dude got so mad that I didn't like it.
I don't even know.
okay.
Oh, fish fans are fucking relentless, man.
They're
Like,
bad, and I love talking shit about fish. To
Who
death.
the fuck is that even?
You know what? Next time you're up at Mile Wide, you should talk about this with Matt, because I would love to see his head fucking explode.
Okay. He would vape so hard his head would explode.
all right, this is our final first round matchup.
Yeah.
It pits Kyle's familiar, Kevin McAllister from Home Alone,
And Joe Pesci.
and Joe Pesci, one of the wet bandits.
Why is the other wet bandit not involved?
I can't remember his name.
Oh.
No.
Were they the sticky bandits or the wet bandits?
Wet.
They were
Wet
the wet
bandits,
bandits in the
I
first
think.
one.
Oh, the sticky bandits is the second one. Yeah, you're
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Sorry. Go
Wait,
ahead.
were they the same? Was it the same bad guys in the second movie?
Yes.
That's just lazy writing.
And Kevin and Joe going up against Wally.
Ooh. Yeah. Heavily isolated.
Heavily isolated, watches a lot of TV.
Yep.
And they are binge watching Parks and Recreation and Autoerotic Asphyxiation.
Oh, I love a good rhyme.
So it's a show that's about the sort of small government of a small town in Indiana, but also autoerotic.
Yeah, so the lead of this show is Joe Pesci going, so, yeah, pay attention, kid. You'll learn something here.
Yeah. He's already a criminal, and he's just adding to his list of crimes here.
Right. Wally's not going to get it. He doesn't have any sexual urges. He's just going to be very confused about why they keep going into the carradine closet.
Yeah, but we also know that Wally.
The fucking carradine closet. God damn it.
I just assume that's what they're called.
The Michael Hutchins hutch.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Wally's probably cleaned thousands of bodies out of closets.
But what do we know about Wally? He's a romantic.
Yeah. I don't.
He watches romantic movies, and he has a girlfriend. And
Eventually.
just think,
And robots can't choke.
what's he watching in Wally? I think he's watching Hello Dolly or something like that.
Yeah.
I think
What,
so.
what if when he meets Eva, his girlfriend, what if he already knows, about autoerotic asphyxiation and city government? How impressed would you be?
Yeah.
It's a fair point. Yeah, we're forgetting about the government side of this show. I mean, there is some value to that.
Oh yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
And Joe Pesci is definitely into it. He masquerades as government officials all the time.
It's true, he does.
He needs to be aware of how they operate.
But Wally needs to know about parks because he's making the earth green again.
Yeah, but he's just a dumb robot.
That's jerking off while he's choking himself.
He can't even jerk off.
There's got to be some upgrades.
All right, kid. I want you to watch this part right here because that right there is what they're called malfeasance. Okay, malfeasance. Don't forget that word.
Yeah.
Okay, and now let's talk about how when the blood supply to the brain is cut off, it intensifies the orgasm.
No, it's like
Okay,
it's
okay,
Joe
okay,
Pesci. Okay. Yeah. Joe Pesci teaching an isolated child about local government and eroticism, self-pleasure.
I mean, they're not related. I'll give you that. If that would make it weird, but
Yeah.
Now, it depends on, are you more comfortable with a robot watching people autoerotic asphyxiate or a middle-aged man and a child?
and also a middle-aged man who is Joe Pesci.
Who's going to be very professional about it.
I have no doubt.
With his weird gold tooth and
He's going to be classy about it. Yeah.
All right. I'm ready to.
All right, I'm ready to vote. Who votes for Wall-E?
I got to go with Wally.
Who votes for Kevin and Joe Pesci from
Yeah,
Home Alone?
absolutely.
You sick motherfucker.
I think that's the natural choice. They're gonna, after the show, they're gonna work together, build a carrying closet.
I don't want to speak
I love
about
that
it.
that's what it's called.
I think I coined that. So, trademark.
Is that the end of round one?
Yes.
Okay.
Nobody's dying in this week's Thunderdorm, Corey. It's very
No.
peaceful. They're just
Very
watching TV about autoerotic asphyxiation and small government.
All right, we're rolling.
All right, let's move on to round 2 of Binge Dorm.
I approve.
Yeah.
All right, we've got Scott's familiar, Sloth,
What up?
Ooh.
going up against old shit potato Matt Damon in The Martian.
Shit potato.
Fuck this guy.
Shit potato.
You know what? The guy survives for like 3 years on Mars, like launches himself off the planet, and we call him shit potato.
I mean,
With
Sloth
owning
has
the
survived for what 30 plus years in a fucking dungeon. But that's anyway. What are they? We can move on.
I think
I'm
Spud
just
Butt.
It's like the old joke. You fuck one goat.
Yeah. I think Spud Butt is a better nickname.
But,
So, what are Sloth and Matt Damon on Mars watching? Hee Haw presents Real Sex.
there's
I mean, guys, come on. It's Sloth. Like, Hee Haw, fucking, it's his wheelhouse.
It doesn't matter what. Yeah.
Presents real sex. Like, that dude is horny as fuck. And it's funny. Like, guys, this is so below Mark Watney.
Yeah. I don't think it would matter what Hee Haw was presenting for Sloth. He would be down.
Yeah.
They could be singing. They could be singing. They could be fucking. Who cares?
Doesn't matter.
It's all a big cartoon to Sloth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're down with Hee Haw, like it again, it doesn't. There's no bottom.
I think the scientist
Sloth is the bottom.
Matt Damon is going to be above such shenanigans.
You're talking about a guy who's stranded on Mars. What do you think he's doing with those leftover potatoes? He's hollowing them out and doing things to them.
You'd rather be fucking potatoes than watching Hee Haw presents.
But
real sex.
Here's a funny thing. A lot of
Hee Haw
people
is
don't
about
know.
farmers.
A lot of people don't know about the Martian. Obviously, NASA had the plan to send a shuttle back to get Mark, right? But he ended up going to a place where they had pre-positioned supplies and shooting that rocket to get up the atmosphere, right? Few people know this. He wasn't going to do that until the Hee Haw sex marathon started. And he was like, I have to get off this fucking planet.
That's it. That's the final straw. I'm done.
I'm out. I'm going to drive across
Meanwhile,
the planet.
Sloth is like, BR 549?
Yeah.
Hee Haw does have a cartoon.
That's a reference for people who actually watched Hee Haw.
I know it because of the band BR549, and I knew they named it after Hee Haw. Oh.
I don't.
Nope.
Oh no, Todd. Oh, he's got
This
the
band, BR 549.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
I don't get it, but carry on.
I mean, Hee Haw's got the cartoon donkey. Sloth is going to be into that. I'll
Yeah,
give
yeah.
you that.
Especially if they fuck that donkey.
And it's very colorful.
Guys, I think we're ready to vote here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who votes for Matt Damon as the Martian?
I absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Who votes for Sloth watching Hee Haw presents Real
I have
Sex?
to. Yeah. I mean, that's the other three. I mean, I don't want Sloth after me.
Like Sloth, that's a no-brainer.
I forget that Corey's voting tonight is purely based on
Sure.
if he should run
survival.
into any of these people.
Exactly. And I don't want a horned up sloth coming after me
Yeah.
because I've got a southern accent. He's going to get horned up as soon as he
Hey, you guys.
He's just going to brutalize you all screaming hee haw.
Mm. Not in this
Buck
house.
Owens. Next up, we got Yoda
Ooh.
going up against the Unabomber.
A lot of similarities there.
Yes, very.
Very
Probably
similar
all.
life paths.
Yeah.
And Yoda and the Unabomber are binge watching Andy Bashir JOI, which I believe stands for Jerk Off Instructions.
Yes. So it's our governor, Andy Bashir, doing his daily briefing, but he's giving you jerk off instructions in his very calming voice. And
Jesus.
the woman is over there doing sign language. Which is just the jerk off.
Yeah.
Virginia, and she's a very nice lady.
No, you don't. You don't
doing a
want.
great
You
job.
don't want to raw dog it. You want to. You can't be doing that.
No.
You're gonna want to get some
No.
lotion or
No
some
raw
lube.
dogging. No.
No, it's bad.
I think Ted Kaczynski, the dude is a fucking scientist. He's got his he doesn't need any techniques. He's got his shit down.
Well, he's
Also,
not,
the Unabomber was like very anti-government.
that's what I was going to say, Todd.
Yeah,
He's going to listen to
yeah.
a word a governor says to him.
No.
I think this is cut and dry
Yeah.
and
I
a
think-
little wet.
I
Yoda
think Yoda's gonna watch with his little
That's moist.
beers with Bashir koozie.
Uh-huh. And his beer, his fleshlights with Bashir.
Oh yeah, Yoda 100% has a fleshlight.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just a swamp slug.
Well, sure. I mean that's
Yeah.
Bruce,
They
the first
just
thing
jammed it. Just jammed it into an old log.
that's the first thing he grabs out of Luke's package is a flashlight.
Fleshlight. That was Luke's. That was
Okay.
Luke's.
I'm ready to vote.
Who votes for the Unabomber?
No.
No.
Who votes
And he
for
would be
Yoda?
fine. If I vote for it's unanimous. And he would be fine because Ted doesn't believe in voting.
True. He believes in bombing.
And I don't want Yoda coming after me either.
Jedi Master.
Dude,
Coming
fuck
at
you
him,
up.
Daddy. Next up, we got General Zod, Ursa, and Nan in the Phantom Zone
Yeah.
going up against Nell, Corey's familiar.
Yes, she is.
Oh, Nell.
Oh, I love her.
And they are binge watching Daryl's Murder Mystery and Taco Hour.
I mean, this is Nell all day.
Yeah, I mean General Zod is not gonna be able to recognize a fucking redneck Daryl taco, whatever you just
Do
said.
they have tacos on their planet?
On Krypton? Hell no.
Krypton?
No.
No.
And if they did, it would just make him wistful because Krypton got destroyed. Then he'd be sad.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Nell's gonna watch this show and see her people.
She is. She's going to see a bunch of rednecks. Chicks love Dateline.
Hey, Zod loves murder, but he's not going to want to watch a murder mystery.
No, not when it's unsophisticated rednecks. Like,
Yeah, and most of those things end up getting solved at the end. Zod's not going to like that.
I think
He's not going to like a murderer
Yeah.
being brought to justice.
I think Daryl's murder mystery is probably a little less sophisticated than you're used to.
Yeah.
It's probably like somebody killed old Uncle Jimmy down by the cotton gin, and he's like holding a giant like cleaver with Jimmy's head on it.
Oh, well, then
Nobody
that's
knows who did it.
That's right in Nell's wheelhouse.
Yeah,
She probably knows Jimmy.
yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm ready to vote.
Somebody drowned Sister Elliot in the old creek, and he's wet, just covered in head to toe. Claw marks on his face. All her fingernails broke off. I think it was that black fella.
Case closed.
Yeah, I mean, at every episode they convict a black guy
Yeah.
and eat tacos.
Who votes for Zod, Ursa, and Nan? Who
Absolutely.
votes for Nell?
Yay, Nell. Tay.
Animus. Oh, that means we got a familiar off coming up in the final four.
I've been through this before. It's no problem.
Right. Our final second round matchup pits James Franco in 127 hours against Kyle's familiar, Kevin McAllister from Home Alone, along with Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
Should we say at this point that James Franco has cut his arm off and is dragging himself?
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's
We're at that point.
Heading into the second part of the movie.
Yeah. And they are binge watching My Uncle, the Drifter.
I mean, Joe Pesci's going to identify with this quite a bit.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, look at
Yeah.
watch this, Kevin. You'll learn something.
Meanwhile, James Franco is just shrieking and bleeding.
Well, look,
Joe Pesci's a survivor. He does whatever he has to do to get by in the world, and
Yeah.
he's going to want to pass along those drifter sort of traits to Kevin.
yeah, he's gonna be sympathetic to the Drifter as a character. Kevin's gonna love it because little kids love homeless people.
Sure. I mean, you've seen
so-
Vince
it's so
Menace?
James Franco is the kind of douchebag that hikes, who thinks homeless people are beneath him.
Yeah, that's true. He's definitely a trust fund kid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's never picked up a hitchhiker. He doesn't know what the hard life on the road is like for a drifter.
He
There's
does.
There's a 24% chance Joe Pesci's been a drifter.
Yeah, he's never ridden the rails.
No.
Yeah.
No, this is cut and dry.
Yeah, I'm ready to vote.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Who votes for James Franco in 127 hours?
No, and I don't care if he comes after me. He's only got one arm.
Yeah. Easy to fight.
And he's lost a shit ton of blood.
He is. He's a little
Oh,
woozy.
yeah.
Who votes for Home Alone with Kevin and Joe Pesci?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel bad about it.
Kevin's learning a lot.
Well, they've been watching bad programs together. I would say inappropriate.
Wildly inappropriate.
This episode reminds me of the time I was hitchhiking to Fremont, New Jersey after I whacked this dude.
And by whacked,
Yeah.
I mean whacked him off while I was choking him.
I just left his
Well,
body
I
in
was
a
watching
carrying
Andy
closet.
Bashir, JOI. Very good at that. He's very compassionate. All right, Final Four time.
Oh, no.
Man, this
Our
is
first Final Four matchup is a familiar off.
wow.
Shit.
We have Scott's familiar, Sloth,
Oh, no.
going up against Corey's familiar, Nell.
Ooh.
Very similar characters.
Yep. There's some size disparity, but that's about it.
I mean,
Maybe
in real life, you know, Nell would probably swipe right on Sloth.
I think they get together. I think that's
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. They probably have beautiful, intelligent children.
That should have been how Nell ended. That would have been the ultimate twist ending. Is like Sloth just comes in and they embrace. You're like, oh, it was a Goonies universe movie after all. The
Yeah.
Goonies multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Corky from Life Goes On marries them.
Seems like a natural fit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Welcome back to the show, Scott.
Yeah, I missed it.
So Sloth and Nell are
Yeah.
binge watching Joe Exotic's Soul Train.
Okay. That's the redneck Tiger King guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
I would
Nell.
imagine his idea of soul is the boot scooting boogie.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's definitely a different kind of Soul Train, for sure.
I just assume it's like a dark techno warehouse full of tigers.
It's sort of a lack of soul train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I'm pretty sure Nell's going to enjoy it. Again, Nell's going to. It's a redneck. She has experience with these people. She's going to.
Yeah,
enjoy it.
I mean, I think that Sloth is
maybe.
Sloth is certainly going to come from it, from that same perspective. But he's going, he likes a beat. He likes to dance. He likes to, to get down and boogie. I think we all know that about Sloth.
They both have abysmal standards.
I'm just envisioning techno remixes of Cat Stevens tunes.
God. No, I think she would really enjoy it. I mean, she likes to dance. Nell dances in the movie. I don't think we see Sloth dancing. He's probably never heard music.
Yeah, of course. He's got television.
I think the singing of each of them is sort of a wash because it's just a lot of wailing, like. Duh!
Nell can speak. She just has a different language.
I mean, Sloth can speak too, but it's not great.
No.
But
We don't know. They may have lovely singing voices. The both of them. I'm taking up for both of them on this one. I think.
Yeah, I mean, they don't.
I mean, Sloth's brother did have a lovely singing voice, so it might be genetic. But I mean, I think Sloth at the end of the day is decidedly the better dancer, and so he's going to enjoy Soul Train quite a bit more.
You know what?
I don't
what?
want-
I mean, obviously, this is Corey and Scott's familiar, so it's up to each of them to convince Kyle and I which way to vote. But I'm just gonna throw this out there right now. Just for me personally, I'm kind of getting the feeling that watching Joe Exotic Soul Train would kind of bring them together, and they could wind up both together as a super team going into the final round.
Nobody's denying that they wouldn't fall in love immediately. Joe Exotic.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if there was a scenario in which it was possible, and you all let me know, that the two of them could team up as for the final round, I think that's probably the most likely scenario.
I think this is a match made in heaven, personally.
Well, I mean, honestly, even if this was, a fight to the death, Nell would still take him on this one.
I mean, I think they look. Let's face it; they're going to be the only people live streaming this on Facebook. At watch parties, so they're probably going to connect.
And by
I think if
Facebook-
Joe Exotic exists for any reason, it's to bring Nell and Sloth together.
I disagree. Nell, she is a loner. Sloth and Sloth has already got a partner, Chunk.
Chunk,
Yeah.
love of his life.
Pre-chunk Sloth. This is pre-chunk Sloth.
Pre-cum Sloth. What?
No, it's a different thing. That's in the carroting closet.
No, I don't think Nell's having it. I mean, she might. I mean, sure, she'd give it up for the night, but that'd be about it. I mean,
Jeez.
she's not.
Sure. No, Sloth is a looker.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's definitely one night stand material.
Sloth
He gives very good hugs.
He's known to hit it and quit it, so I don't.
Well, this is true. Yeah.
He
I
doesn't
often
catch
say that
feelings,
about him.
So.
I mean, I think she would enjoy this program infinitely more, and we do see her dancing in the film, and she has better posture.
But if they were to combine for the final round,
I think the magic of Joe Exotic.
Yeah, I think the question is like, which one of them is going to be more into a playlist that Joe Exotic would create?
Oh no,
I think it's both of them.
both of them. No, there can be only one.
Can there? I'm pretty sure Todd is positing a theory that they both move on together.
I
They
disagree.
form like Voltron.
With a
They'd be like Master Blaster.
Oh,
He's just Nell riding on Sloth's shoulders.
who runs Bartertown?
I think you're thinking about Joe Pesci and Kevin.
It's Joe Pesci on Kevin's shoulder.
Yeah, because you want the smaller one to ride the shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't. As much as I would love to see them together forever, I don't see that love connection working out in the end. Because number one, Sloth, ugly.
Sorry.
Wow.
Look, I'm
Racist.
a romantic. All right.
That's harsh.
She's into men like Liam Neeson. We've seen this.
If you look deeply in Sloth's eyes, the man it just exudes love and care, and he would take great care of Nell. So you shut the fuck up with that slander of Sloth.
I think I'm ready to vote.
He's not
Me
much
too.
of a provider.
Yeah.
He's chained
Wow.
to a wall.
He is in prison. That's true.
Here we go.
Okay, I'm ready to vote.
Who votes for Sloth?
Yeah, I'm voting for Sloth.
Oh, what the fuck, you fucking shit? How? This is America.
I think
You had a chance to combine forces. I laid it out there.
Yeah.
You didn't take it.
Yeah.
For me, I think Sloth is dumber, and so he'd probably like whatever Joe Exotic would put together more.
Oh, he would. Sloth would wear a Joe Exotic T-shirt.
Unironically.
You fucking pieces of fucking shit.
Well, I mean that's a given, really.
God damn it.
I mean, look at the name of the show.
And now we can't even talk about Nell in the next round.
You can still talk about now.
And possibly forever if she were to win. This would be the Ingenious Basterds Nell fan cast.
Oh man, dodge
Oh
that
my
bullet.
God. There's got to be Nell fan fiction. I'm going to find it.
Oh, like
Batman and Nell.
Oh,
obviously there is. I mean,
you know, it's featuring Sonic the Hedgehog. Nell.
and Garfield and
Yes, it is.
Benedict Cumberbatch, God knows what else.
I'm laughing and having a good time, but I'm still mad.
Oh my God.
What was it, Death Song? I'm smiling, but I'm fucking pissed.
All right.
Nell and fucking Kissinger fanfic.
Let's get on with this shit. I don't want to think about it.
All right. Our next Final Four matchup. Pitch Yoda
Yep.
against Kyle's familiar, Kevin
Oh.
McAllister and Joe
Oh.
Pesci from Home Alone.
Okay, this is a big one.
And
Really, when we put this together, I was hoping these two would face off.
Intellectual titans on both sides.
and Joe Pesci and Yoda, exactly the same height.
Same height.
It's true.
Well, Yoda's a little taller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
basically,
they are binge watching Columbo.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
What
Nobody
the hell?
put Columbo in
Columbo
here.
twice?
Well, let me explain what happened. We do this independently of each other, and both, I believe, Kyle and I put Columbo
God damn it!
because I like Columbo.
Well, I see that.
Well, I think, unfortunately for Yoda, he's already binge watched this.
He's already seen it.
he
yeah.
has, but he ain't got nothing else to do.
Look,
No,
my dad watches NCIS every fucking day, and I know he's seen those episodes more than once. Yoda loves Columbo.
Yeah, and
And
It's
Yoda
going
is
to watch
500
Columbo.
years old, so he will watch
Scott,
the fuck out of some reruns.
I will grant that. I will grant that. But
and old dudes would be like the whole time. Have I seen this one?
Hold on, though. Does Yoda – okay, just think about what you're
Seen
saying.
this, have I?
Think about what you're saying. You're saying Yoda loves Columbo more than a middle-aged Italian man explaining it to a young boy?
You're saying middle age. I'm saying like early 40s. He's not that old in Home Alone.
Yeah,
He's
and
also – but he's middle-aged Italian.
Kevin's not going to like
Sharing
it at all.
Columbo with a young child for the first time. Joe Pesci's going to have a hard-on like you've never seen.
And he's already in trouble with the asphyxiation from earlier. He does not
No,
need.
it's an excitement hard-on, not a sexual one. Don't bring it into the gutter.
Yeah, but he's already been watching, Parkinson wreck people masturbate.
No, he's going to be so excited because he's going to get to share this great show.
Yeah,
with
but Kevin's not. Macaulay Culkin is not going to like it. And he's already been molested by Michael Jackson.
It doesn't matter if the kid enjoys it or not. That's not what the old people care about.
Yeah, but it's not like it's his actual papaw. He is a man who has broken into his home
No, that's
after
not.
his parents abandoned him.
They've reached an understanding.
Have they?
Yeah. I think after 3 movies, I hope to God.
They're still together, so.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, Italians love Columbo. That's well established.
We don't know that Yoda's not Italian.
He's obviously not Italian.
Yoda.
He's living in a swamp, and there was not one bit of pasta in that house.
You can make pasta.
We don't even know who his grandmother was. How could he possibly be fucking Italian?
Not yet. Maybe that's what Taika's movie will be about.
Well,
Yeah. I'm
Grandpa
ready.
Yoda.
yeah. He has no brothers in that house. He has no uncles. He has no sisters. He's not Italian. Man doesn't even know who the Pope is, for Christ's sake.
All right. I'm ready to vote on this one.
I've just been taking this all in.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
contemplating what I'm going to do.
It's a great show we do.
It's
Well,
something.
Entertainment.
It is a show, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, who votes for Yoda?
I got to go with Yoda.
Hell no.
The Scott's going with Yoda. Okay.
Who votes for Home Alone?
Yeah.
Okay, that's another tie there.
Real Americans.
Got the-
Bring
got
out the coin of Dorm.
All right. Which one's heads?
Heads is Yoda, tails is Home Alone.
Okay. It is heads.
Son of a
What?
fake news.
Yoda advances.
Yeah, don't fuck with a guy who has the force during a coin flip.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Lose you will. All right, this is it. Final matchup.
Maybe somebody's house is
have-
going to get robbed.
Scott's familiar, Sloth, who has made it to the final confrontation,
Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
going up against Yoda.
Oh,
Wow.
He's green. He's 500 years old. He watches a shit ton of TV.
a lot. A lot, apparently.
Just one show, really.
Yeah, it's mostly Columbo.
Loves Columbo.
Which,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, kudos. It makes sense. It's a great show.
Always solve the mystery, he does. So, Sloth and Yoda are binge watching Making a Murderer Hornet.
Oh, wow.
So this is a show where you have a murder hornet, but we see the other side of it. Like maybe he's not actually a murderer hornet. Maybe
Maybe he's just a
framed.
yellow jacket.
Maybe he's framed. So we don't know.
And we don't know what his childhood was like that made him into a murder hornet.
That sounds a little sophisticated for Sloth.
Okay.
It's a bad draw for me. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that
But-
might be
Oh,
a little.
no, I disagree. Because, I mean, a sloth is going to be like, the bug. Like, he's
I
going to
mean,
be.
Sloth does love wildlife, and he loves
Yeah.
flying things, and
And
loves,
I'll grant you, he's going to be excited the first 10 minutes.
And
Well-
there's gonna be no fear involved.
I'm just saying,
murder
though-
doesn't mean anything to him.
His-
The only thing he's afraid of is mama.
I'm just saying, guys, I suspect his attention might start to wane sometime around hour 6.
Look, the only thing that he has in that dank fucking cellar is insects around him all the time. He's gonna be very fascinated by them. He loves them. They're his only
Yeah.
friends.
Or he
And
hates
this,
them.
you know what? This murder hornet is a new friend that he's never met before.
I bet Yoda's
I'm
going to be
that.
excited because he probably knows a Jedi that's a murder hornet. From
Jedi
Planet
don't
Murder
murder.
Hornet.
I'm sure there are, but
Yeah.
I think Sloth is going to be more transfixed by the newness of the murder hornet.
I think that's a reach. I mean,
Murder
let's face
hornet.
it.
We're going to put quotation marks around it because we don't know that it's actually a murderer.
I like that, and I don't see Yoda being into. He's obviously into Columbo because the Jedi in their heyday were essentially policemen.
Sure.
So he can identify with Columbo.
Yeah.
I mean, in this, this is a force of nature. You can't stop. And Yoda doesn't want to spend his time thinking about darkness.
But I mean, the Force connects all life, Corey.
But
Not
here's,
murder hornets.
here's the best argument for why Yoda's not going to like making a murderer hornet. It's not Columbo.
Well, I mean,
It is canon now that Yoda loves Columbo.
I guess I would argue the biggest
Totally
reason
was.
Sloth's going to not like it is because Sloth's a moron.
yeah, he's
It
just
doesn't
eating
matter.
bug.
It's
Guys,
bright colored bugs flying around.
come on,
He's like my
guys.
friend Barney the Beetle. Like he's gonna be.
I mean, he's a hee-haw fan. You're lucky if he knows that bugs exist.
He doesn't know it's a bug, but it's a flying, colorful thing that looks like some of his buddies that are crawling around him all the time.
He's gonna have-
Perhaps he thinks it's the Honey Nut Cheerios bee.
Yeah, could
That
be.
might be
He
true,
probably
too.
saw the commercial on his TV.
He's like, cereal!
Yeah, and who doesn't love cereal?
But I mean,
I
at
like
the end of
cereal.
the day,
Yoda doesn't give a fuck about cereal.
No, he eats garbage. He's
Yeah.
a bad cook. We know that. That's canon.
this has nothing to do with making a murder hornet.
Yoda eats swill while watching Columbo repeatedly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Drunk off his ass.
Uh-huh.
I'm ready to vote.
'Cause you can't tell me he's not out there moonshining.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you?
All right, I'm ready to vote.
Who votes for Yoda?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
y'all does.
Yeah.
Who votes for Sloth?
I got to go with
Yes.
Sloth. Oh,
That's racist.
Victorious.
it's Scott's familiar wins the Thunderdorm.
Yes.
Racist.
Very good. I mean, we should have known it was Sloth right out of the gate.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
ringer.
That's it's a strong contender.
Yeah, especially with anything with bugs.
Well, I mean, I got to say, I mean, this was all about binge watching TV, but even if it had been, randomly drawn weapons and hand-to-hand combat, Sloth still
Still
pretty good
probably.
contender.
Yeah,
Oh, crush it.
yeah.
And he's got a little hair tuft.
He does.
Ingenious Basterds.
Well, another successful Thunderdorm.
It was really good because I'm glad that Nell and Sloth teamed up there towards the end, and I got a co-win.
They didn't.
Well,
They did
opportunity was
not.
there.
No.
The opportunity was there, Corey.
Why do you guys got to shit in my mouth every time I open it?
It was served up, and it was
Yeah,
denied.
it's the angle.
Well, Nell
Slides right in.
knows about Hornets. She would not like that show. She lives out in the woods.
But she would have
That's
watched it with Sloth because he likes it. So,
Right.
That's what,
I think we know.
couple up, that's what happens.
I think we know who wears the pants in that relationship.
Also, Sloth, huge fan of the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah. Big
Big
time.
Muggsy Bogues fan.
Been
He
for
was very
years.
upset when they moved to New Orleans and became the Pelicans because he does not care as much about Pelicans.
No.
No, they're boring.
They're beautiful.
I
But
just like the fact. I like the fact that Scott comes back to the podcast after a nearly 3-year absence and wins a fucking Thunderdorm.
It dominates.
Yeah.
mm,
I mean,
Dreams do come true, kids.
I think I've won 3 and I've been on maybe a dozen times.
Damn.
yeah,
Pretty
probably.
sure you've won more Thunderdorms than me, and I've been on every episode of this fucking thing for 5 years.
Yeah. Well, it's
It's
a little
true.
home cooking, I think. Taking care of the visitor, and I appreciate it. I'll take it every day.
Yeah. I mean, Todd, I think you've only won a handful.
I think I've only won one.
It might be true.
That was a good one.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
I
no
don't
idea.
either. I never listened to this show.
No.
At this point, we got to be creeping close to an Ultimo dorm.
Ultimo.
Yeah.
Here's what we need to do. We need to do an Ultimo. My mouth just stopped working. We need to do an Ultimo dorm, and we need to do a fucking quiz show,
Oh yeah, got
We
to do
do.
it for sure.
Yep.
especially on video, so people can watch us get completely shit hammered.
Just obliterated.
Yeah. Especially if we get something as vile as what Kyle bought us last time, that papaya liqueur. Because I seriously, you cannot describe the color of that adequately. It was the color of
No.
insanity.
I think there were colors in that the human eye doesn't even detect. You
Here's
just
what we need to-
sense it.
Here's what we need to do when social distancing is over. Our first episode back, when we're all in the same room, should be a quiz show.
Yeah.
All right. I'm down. For sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, we got the YouTube thing going now. We're on Spotify. We're in the usual podcast places, so check that out. And then follow us on Twitter at Bastards Podcast, on Instagram at Ingenious Basterds, Facebook at Bastards Podcast, I think.
Yeah.
Too.
Yep,
And then
we're pretty much the kings of all media.
That's true.
very true.
You should
Yeah.
copyright that title. Nobody's got it.
Yeah.
No one's ever used it.
No one's ever used it.
I just made it up just
Yep.
now.
Right here.
We got a Quibi show coming out.
Mhm.
It's only for Nokia phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But our Quibi show is 27 minutes. That's the difference.
Yeah. Well, we're in a good time slot because it comes on right after the Snake game.
I was gonna say it was like a
Minesweeper.
prequel to the Snake Game. That was the show.
But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Follow us on that stuff and engage with us. If you have questions and stuff, you shoot them at us anytime or comments. Let us know how you folks are doing and all that stuff. And I hope everybody's safe for sure.
And if you're on the Instagram, a few times a week, me and Corey do our healing journey.
We do a live stream, and then now it's going. We were putting it on YouTube. Now it's going to my Instagram IGTV for some reason. I can't. It won't let me download it anymore. I don't know why, but Yeah, and then the audio version, I know a lot of people are still listening to the audio version of this too, so I'm not spending time editing it at all.
So sorry. Sorry in advance.
Yeah. So that's
Enjoy this 3-hour podcast.
yeah. But that's it, Scott. It's wonderful to see you.
Always good to see you guys. Let's do this again, especially now with Zoom fucking technology.
I know.
yeah.
We can do it anytime.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
100%.
But
Love
yeah, y'all all be safe. And this is the Ingenious Basterds, and I'm Corey.
I'm Cal.
I'm Todd.
And I'm Scott.
Ingenious Basterds.
Food tastes